And I mentioned living moment to moment and how life is made up of moments for a reason, because we're living these lives and our lives are created. They are made up of the different components that we put into our lives. And I found that I was spending a lot of time working behind the scenes. Like with TKO Skin, 5 years of my life just really evaporated because I wasn't going out, I wasn't living, I wasn't having fun. I wasn't even able to be outside sometimes. You know, it was like I spent a lot of time. There were so many things that needed to be done, orders and making the product and customer service and shipping and arguing with vendors. And I had to be up in the middle of the night talking to people in China and then up in the daytime working as well. So sometimes I'd be working 20 hours in one day. I'm talking about sleeping for 4 hours. Sometimes I used to sleep at work. And it was like when I came back into the country this time, you know, I was focusing so much on this show that exists somewhere in the future that I started slipping back into old habits. And I realized, like, I mean, I don't know how many of you all remember Tiara, but Tiara is 14 now. And we were talking, and, you know, Halloween came and went, and they had this thing called the Magic Hayride in New York. And I wanted to take her to see that, and I wanted to take you guys don't know the youngest one, Tonya. Well, nonetheless, and I wanted to take them to the Magic Hayride. It was like a spooky kind of thing. They had like a haunted house, and you know, the hay on the back of the thing with the pumpkins, and I didn't go because Halloween really crept up on me, and there was, and I'm sorry. I'm thinking about real life. Now this video is longer than I thought it was going to be. But I'm thinking about real life, and I'm thinking about the moments that we miss out on, the memories that we don't make in exchange for some thought of something that exists in the future. We don't have the future, and the past is gone. All we have is right now. And we have to bring the things into our lives that we want in our lives. Like, you know, I'll say this, for me, there's been a part of me that's been waiting for me to have, you know, a full family, a husband, children, and everything, for me to make these wreaths for the front door. You know how, you know, you see those houses with the wreaths on the front door, and the Christmas decorations and the little things in the front yard. And I've been waiting to have a family to do all of those things. And I realized that if that's something that I want in my life, if the experience of that is something that I want in my life, then I should do that right now. I should go make my wreath right now. You know, remember I did that video about opening your gifts today. And I talked about how my father wasn't going to be here for Thanksgiving. He decided to work. And that the people went to pull out, my father's wife went to pull out the paper plates. And I said, no, honey, pull out the good china. We're going to celebrate, right? And I think that what happens all too often is the things that we want in our life, the nice car, the nice clothes, the nice shoes, the home. So many of us are waiting to get a home because we want to get a home with our spouse. So we stay living in an environment or in a place that we don't want to live because we're waiting for our spouse to get the home, or we're waiting for our body to become small enough to get the new clothes, or we're waiting for us to get enough money for us to be able to get the nice car that we want, or we're waiting for, I don't know. I really don't know. But one thing I do know is that the only moment we have is right now. And even after I say these words, right now is gone. It's gone. And so I don't want to be irresponsible, and I don't want to tell people, oh, don't wait until you have enough money to be able to quote unquote afford something. But I think that we need to start asking ourselves, how can I afford this? I think that so much of our lives are put off into a time in the future, and we end up with so much of it passing us by. So many memories. And we talk about, remember in that video I talked about Tiara. When she was 3, she wanted to play with the Play-Doh, and I had it hidden, and I didn't even find it for what, 4 years? I didn't find it. Or so, no, she was 10 when I found it. So it was hidden because when she was when she was young, she used to mix the clay and all this other stuff. So I went and I hid it inside my closet. And then I ended up opening up TKO Skin, so much of my time was spent over there, and so we forgot about the clay in the closet. And then by the time she found it, she was 10, and then she wanted to play with this little Play-Doh set because I kept it hidden from her. But I wonder, what is it that you're keeping from yourself? What vacation are you not going on? It's like these people were criticizing me, criticizing my t-shirts, saying that they didn't really look that good or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not going to wait another moment for them to quote unquote look better, or for them to be different, or for something to exist that does not exist right now. I'm going to send those t-shirts to the printer tomorrow, and they will be ready next week. That's the way it's going to go down. And if I want to, I don't want to say perfect it, but I will work on increasing it each and every time that it goes to print. I will work on making it better, but I'm not going to stop or withhold another thing from right now. And I'm going to tell you something else. Like, another thing that has been kind of keeping me down is, my personal trainer left me. And so we haven't been working out together. And so there's a part of me that feels really fat, and I don't like the way my face looks when it's fat. So it's like, I don't want my fat face on the camera, right? Which is so foolish because, honey, oh, I'm looking good, baby. I'm flawless, honey. Ow. But it's like sometimes we get caught up in our heads. And if there's anything that I can encourage you to do is, don't let your dream be a deterrent. Don't let your weight loss be a deterrent. Don't let the family that you don't have yet be a deterrent or anything to take away from the moment that you have right now. Concentrate on the feeling. What feeling is it that you want, and what can you do? Break your desire down to its very last compound. See how that sounds? Very profound. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be sentimental, but I had to go there. Okay. You old heads, you know what I'm talking about with that quote. So anyway, listen. Break it down to, I'm not gonna say it again, but go to the smallest component of it. What is the feeling that you're hoping to get from that? What is the feeling that you're hoping to get? And then work on that. Work on feeling that feeling. What can I do to feel that feeling of satisfaction or pride or family or whatever? Listen, our families aren't perfect, and they will never be perfect. But what can we do to enjoy whatever bit of relationship that we have right now? What can you do? You know what? I also need to talk about how we're coming up upon a new year, and everybody in your life, some family included, won't be coming along with you. So we're going to talk about that. But listen, I've been talking for a lot long. I thought it was going to be a 20-something minute video. Excuse me. Let's hug. Hug me. I love you. Love. Okay. Go out there and love one another. But most importantly, what? Love yourself. And you know what? That signature statement is on one of the t-shirts, and that's the biggest selling t-shirt so far as well. So make sure you go over and get yourself one. So listen, I love you all very, very much. And if you like this lip color, ask me how you can get that for yourself as well. So listen, I'm out of here. Come over to my website, TonyaTko.com. Get on my mailing list and join me all over social media. I'm going to probably break this video up into 2 pieces because I was not expecting for it to be this long. So let's hug again. Hug. I love you all, and we'll talk soon. Peace.